Should I close?
What?
Should I close YouTube?
Launch YouTube.
No.
Yes, you can close. Yes. So I see you. Okay.
Hi, Manish. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes for the guys to join, and then we can continue the webinar for today. Guys, please let me know if you can hear me properly. Hi, Manish. We should be waiting for other attendees to join, and then we can continue from there after. So it will take just maybe a couple of minutes or maybe 5-10 minutes. So let's wait a bit, and then we can continue. Manish, if you can tell about yourself, from which industry you're coming from, and do you have any experience working with cryptos? If you can tell us. That's great. That's great. Okay, no problem. So the agenda of today's webinar is to help you understand how we can, let's say, assist you with the cryptocurrency processing services. So I'll be explaining this in this call or in this presentation. Manish, do you already have a Forex broker company? That's great. That's great. We can help you with everything about the crypto processing and the setup as well. Yeah. Manish, have you already chose the jurisdiction where do you want to register your company for the forex brokerage? Mm-hmm. Okay, we will help you with that as well. Please let us know. Hi, Arun. We can discuss about the jurisdiction right after the call. You can give me a call. You can find my contact details, or you can talk to one of our managers. They will be happy to help you. So, guys, we are waiting for more people to join in. So, once they join in the call, we start talking about the cryptocurrency processing and how can cryptocurrency processing be beneficial for your business. It doesn't matter which kind of industry are you coming from. We have a list of industries with whom we can work. I'll be explaining everything in the details, so just wait a bit. And right after the call, right at the end of the call, I have some special announcement for you guys. So that will be much more, let's say, a surprise, a good surprise for you. So please stick to it till the end of the call. Hi Rohit, how are you? We have, I think, nine guys joining in already. So we are waiting for the other guys who would join soon. So right now it's somewhere around 9. Arun, can you hear me? So guys, if you can hear me, just put plus in the chat. So, and I would also just would like to know which language do you want me to speak, because I can speak Hindi, Urdu, English. So what language would you want me to, let's say, conduct this webinar, I can do it for you guys. That's great. Manish, thank you. Thank you for your quick response. Hi, Rohit. We will be going with the majority, so let's other guys to tune in. Once they are in, we will decide what language to use for this webinar. So right now we have 9. Let's wait till 15 and then we start. Guys, those of you just joining in now, please mention which language do you want me to speak. I can speak Hindi, I can speak English. So what language will be comfortable for you, just mention in the chat so that we will be choosing the majority and then we can go forward with that. Thank you, Rohit. We will be taking the majority. We're going with the majority. Yeah. And as I mentioned in the beginning, right at the end of the call, I have some special offer for you guys. I'll mention this at the end of the call, so please stay in. Hi, Swapnil. We are waiting for other guys to join in, and then we can start the, let's say, about the crypto processing services. Yeah, Manish, nice question, to be honest. In India, as you know, in the month of March this year, government, the Supreme Court actually lifted the ban from the cryptocurrency, which is implemented in 2017. So they have somehow lifted this ban right now. Right now, there is no clarity due to lockdown in India due to COVID-19 situation. But I think maybe in a couple of 2 or 3 weeks, we will see some decision. But you can see India is already going crypto friendly. So there is no way back. We have a lot of exchanges from India, a lot of businesses, small scale businesses, e-commerce businesses. They are using cryptocurrencies. So there is no way back, I guess. But still, we should have to wait for the government decision and the Supreme Court's verdict. So I think India will go in favor of cryptocurrency because we have a huge potential lying forward us. So I think crypto is the way forward. What do you think? You can also mention your comments about the cryptocurrency. Yeah, so the companies which is using our services, I cannot mention the name. Let's get on the call after that. I can give you the list. So basically, we have NDA with all the companies, non-disclosure. So we don't mention the name. But if you want a couple of companies, I can give you the name right after the call. So guys, let's start now. I think there's enough guys to start with. So I'll let you know the agenda of this webinar today. So we are going to discuss about the cryptocurrencies. So why it's so important, why everyone is talking about it. The second thing I would like to also let's say, focus on about the crypto processing services. So we, as a B2B in pay company, b2binpay.com, this is our website, so you can go and check. So we, as a B2B in pay company, we are cryptocurrency processing services. So what we do, we process cryptocurrency. So I would like to start from the beginning, how we, let's say, process cryptocurrencies, and how it can help your business to, let's say, reach the wider audience, and, let's say, get away with the bank's commission, and to make your transaction quicker. So let's start with the, let's say, I will share my screen with you guys, and I'll try to show you how the crypto world is becoming, let's say, popular these days. So guys, if you can see my screen, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, let me check the chat again. Let's see the chat option. Yeah, perfect, Swapnil. Thank you. So please stay with me till the end of the webinar, and I'll be explaining all the, let's say, benefits and advantages and disadvantages of cryptocurrencies. So the very first thing we would like to focus on, it's why accept crypto payments. So as I told you, this is our company's name, B2B in Pay, okay, and we process cryptocurrencies. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of crypto? So let's first start with what is cryptocurrency, okay? So let me start the presentation for you guys. Yeah. So the very first thing, what is crypto? So let's assume crypto as a digital currency. So there is no difference between digital currency and cryptocurrency. So it's just like, having some sort of online, or let's say, electronic currency into your pocket. So I can give you a better example. Let's say if you have a friend, and let's say you're located in somewhere in India, or let's say subcontinent, and your friend is located in UK, or let's say US, and you want to send funds to your friend. It takes, generally you make a bank transfer or wire transfer. It takes around 3 days, 4 days, and bank charge you around 5% on that transaction. But unlike fiat currency, in crypto, you can send within 10 minutes, within 5 minutes even. So it depends on which cryptocurrency you're dealing with. So for example, and the commission can go down like 0.5% to 0.05%. So consider yourself as if you're using the digital cash, the cryptocurrency, and it is even better than the fiat currency. Now, I would like to focus on what is the difference between crypto and fiat. So generally in cryptos, there is like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. So all these cryptos are there. But if you talk about the fiat currency, so let's say if you're from India, then it will be, let's say, rupee. If you're like from abroad, some other countries, so it can be dollar or pounds or euro. So the fiat currencies has their disadvantage and advantages as well, and crypto also have their advantages and disadvantages. So let's discuss by step. If you have any question, you just post it in the comment box or the chat box. I'll be reading it after the presentation, and I'll be giving you all the answers to your questions. Okay, so please mention them in the comment box. So let's say decentralized. So for example, as I mentioned in my previous example, you have a friend in the, let's say, UK, and you want to send him $100, 100 pounds, which you have with you. It takes, you have to go through banks. So you have to deal with two banks, and banks has employees, and they have their, let's say, transaction fees and all that. So generally they charge you up from 5% to up to, let's say, 10%. But in cryptocurrency, if you compare the cryptocurrency with this fiat transaction, it is decentralized, and only you and your friend control this transaction. And basically, it's controlled by the blockchain, but it happened between your friend and you. So there is no third party involved in this transaction. So that's why you pay a lot less commission compared to the fiat. So you just pay 0.5% commission in this case, or even lesser than this. So it can be less. So it is decentralized. There is no, let's say, control of any central government or any state government on this currency. So unlike fiat, in fiat there is control of the authority which issued this currency. But in crypto, it's only controlled by the blockchain and let's say managed by the miners. Okay, so this is how the first decentralized currency works. If you talk about the second point, it is irreversible. So it means once you made any transaction using the blockchain or any other cryptocurrency, there is no way back. So once it's done, it's done. But in fiat currency, let's say if you send your friend this $100, it might not appear to his bank. It can lost in the middle while it's transacting. So these issues can be in only in fiat currencies. But in crypto, once you send fund to the right address, it will go without any, let's say, disturbance. The second next point is private. So unlike fiat, this transaction is completely private. As I told you, it works on the blockchain. So blockchain is managed by the miners, and it is work on blockchain, and it is completely private. So there is no threat of hacking or, let's say, losing your funds. So all this is advantages of cryptos. Apart from that, if you talk about the next point, let's say peer to peer. So peer to peer means, let's say, you can say like this, person to person as well. So for example, the same example again, you have your friend in some other country and you want to send him the funds. Okay, so it can be any fund. So there is no third person involved. You are dealing with directly to your friend. So there is no third person. So it's person to person or peer to peer. No chargebacks and rolling reserve. So in fiat currencies, there are a lot of chargebacks and rolling reserve, like commissions and, let's say, the interest and all that stuff. But in cryptocurrency, there is no chargeback. So this is the advantage, one more advantage of cryptocurrency. And the cost. So as I mentioned in the beginning, to make the transaction using fiat currencies, there is 5 to 10% commission, transaction commission you pay to the banks, to the, let's say, foreign exchange. But in cryptocurrency, it starts from for our services, we charge 0.5%, and it can go down up to, let's say, 0.05%. So this is the major advantages, because you save a lot of commission if you use the cryptos. Now, if you guys have any question regarding the pros and cons of crypto and fiat, you can mention that in the chat as well. So later I'll be answering this, or you can mention now, I'll be answering this now. Okay, so I'll be checking your comments. So let's move to the next step. If you do not have any let's say questions as of now. Okay. So now I would like to tell you a little bit about the B2B in pay company. So let's run the numbers now. How many cryptocurrencies we process? So if you talk about the major coins, we process 15 major coins. So this is a really huge number. If you talk about the stable coins, we have 7 stable coins already integrated, and we process them. If you talk about the tokens, we have 888 plus tokens processed by us. If you want to see the accounts, which is already the companies or industries which is already working with us, so 250 plus clients we already have. We also provide 24/7 customer support for our services. It is done in 5 different languages. So let's say if you are based in, let's say, India, or if you're based in South America, and you speak different, let's say you have different time zone and you speak different language, so we can support you 24/7 with all those languages which you speak. Our employees are based in different parts of the world. So we have offices in 7 different parts of the world. And in total, we have 130 plus employees who will be happy to assist you guys. Let's move forward. If you have any question related to the numbers, you can get back to me on the chat. If you talk about the market, so which kind of industries we work with. So this is just a few example, but this is not the whole, let's say, industries, number of industries we work with. We have and more industries which we work with. So for example, the very first thing, majority of our clients are from forex and crypto brokers. So this is like exchanges and the brokerage and foreign brokers or stock markets. So e-commerce business, as I mentioned in the beginning, e-commerce businesses nowadays, they are really happy to use cryptocurrencies, because once you use the cryptocurrency, you are not just restricted to, let's say, your country only. So once you have the cryptocurrency payment gateway, your reach is global. So you can get the clients from all over the world. So you widen your range, to be honest. The next is exchanges. So it can be crypto exchanges or crypto fiat exchanges. So we also work with them. Gambling industries. So nowadays it's really famous in business, and we also work with them. Advertisement, ICO or STO, gaming industries. So a lot of gaming industries are now into cryptos. You can, if you are coming from the gaming industry, guys, please mention in the comments or in the chat what kind of industries are you coming from. So according to that, I'll be answering to your question. So please mention all the industries you guys coming from, and then we discuss it later. Okay. Marketplaces, travel industries, dating sites, crowdfunding companies, and hedge funds. So this is all the industries. I mean, few industries which we work with. If you guys have any question, please mention that in the chat again. If you go next, let's move to the next section. So for example, now I would like to tell you about the solution that we offer. So for example, we have 2 different solutions. So this is one of them. So it is called merchant solution. Basically what we do here. So for example, let's consider yourself as an e-commerce business. So this is you as an e-commerce business or a broker. Okay. So you are a merchant and you want to accept funds in cryptos from your clients. Okay. Or you have clients who wants to pay you in crypto. Okay. So what you can do, you can use our services. For example, these 3 guys, they want to pay in BTC. The next 3 want to pay in Ripple. And the next one, they want to pay in Ethereum. So you can accept from all of them. So as I mentioned in the previous slide, we process 15 major coins, and in total, we have stable coins as well. So for example, once you accept this, this is the guy who wants to pay BTC. So once you accept this, blockchain confirms the transaction here. And then depends upon what kind of solution are you looking for. So for example, if you're looking for the settlements in USD, Euro, or Pounds, we can give you the settlement. So once he paid the, let's say Bitcoin, it will be changed in USD and it will be reflected into your bank account. So this is one kind of solution. If you're looking for, let's say, if you don't want to exchange it into, let's say, fiat currency, if you completely want to avoid fiat currencies and banks and everything, then what we can do for you, you can still accept Bitcoin and then change it to the, let's say, Ethereum or Ripple, or even you can keep it as a Bitcoin. So there is no need to change as well. So if you want all your transactions, all your incoming currencies to change into BTC, you can do that as well. There is one more thing I would like to highlight here, your attention. So for example, BTC is highly volatile. So to avoid this, and if you do not want to work with fiat, what you can do, you can just take all this incoming transaction in different cryptocurrencies and just change it to USDT. So as you guys know, it's Tether coin, and it is as same as value as USD, the United States dollar. So if you want to avoid this high volatility of cryptos and but still want to be safe and still use cryptocurrency and avoid the fiat currency and banks, then you can use the USDT or all the stable coins. Okay, so we have all these stable coins. already integrated. Okay, so then you can withdraw it. So for example, there is cold storage, so we will be helping you understanding how to manage your warm storage and cold storage. So this is what we do. Okay, and let's talk about the few advantages. So there is no recurring fees and no hidden charges. So we charge 0.5% for incoming transaction, and apart from that, there is no fees. Okay, so the lowest processing fees 0.5%. So this is the fees which I was mentioning from the beginning. Downloadable reports and real-time balance and transaction history. So this is something really nice because you as a merchant, you might have any number of clients. So it can be, let's say, 50 clients or up to 5,000 or maybe 500,000. So depending upon what kind of business you're having. So to manage all these businesses and to, let's say, audit them, your finance team and your sales team, they can download reports and they can see the real-time balance and transaction history. Later, when I will be showing you the demo of the backend, I will be explaining you how it works. Okay. About the cryptocurrency, okay, the next point, the cryptocurrency amount is calculated using real-time exchange. So as I mentioned, you accept cryptos, a blockchain confirms the transaction, and it changes into the any currency which you choose. Okay, so for example, you accept one Bitcoin, it will be changed according to the real-time exchange rate. Secure transaction, so it's secured. We have a lot of security measures which we take into consideration, so it's really secure. The next point is sandbox testing is available. So if you request a sandbox testing from one of our manager, we will be providing you that you can test this solution, and then you can integrate to your website or your traders room or to any of your business. So it's highly possible. So guys, if you have any question related to, let's say the merchant solution, I will be happy to help you. Okay, so e-commerce. Rohit says he has an e-commerce business. Nice, Rohit. We will be, let's say, after this call, you can leave the request. I'll be providing you the contact details, and we can discuss further about your e-commerce business, how to integrate. Manish says he has blogging. Okay, yeah, why not? So you can also use this processing services. Okay. Guys, please post your comments, post your, let's say, any messages or questions, whatever you have into the chat box. And then I'll be going through that and I'll be answering each one of them, I promise. That's great. Mm-hmm. So let's move to the next solution. So, yeah. Sorry, yeah. So the enterprise solution. So as I mentioned, we have two solutions. One is, let's say, the merchant solution, and the second one is enterprise solution. So what is the difference between these two solutions? So the merchant solution is basically used by e-commerce business, or let's say brokers, or let's say small merchants. But enterprise solution is something like you work as a crypto bank. So it is just like your usual bank, your local bank. So for example, you as an enterpriser, you have this solution. So end user, so let's say any number of end user can open the individual wallet. So for example, this guy wants to open a Bitcoin wallet, okay, and he wants to save his Bitcoin here, or later he wants to withdraw. So here there is no conversion. So he has Bitcoin, he hold Bitcoin, and he withdraw Bitcoin. So there is no conversion happens here, unlike a merchant solution. So let's say it can be any number of cryptocurrency. So as you can see, 800 coins and tokens already available in our system. So if you have any question related to enterprise solution, I'll be happy to answer them. Let me see some question there. Rohit, yeah. So my product price starting from rupees 599. It is good for cryptocurrency payment gateway. Yeah, why not? I mean, it doesn't matter in cryptos how low the price is or how high the price is. It doesn't really matter. So unless you have clients who wants to pay you in cryptocurrency, or you can educate them to use cryptocurrency, because nowadays, as you see, countries such as India, they are going crypto friendly, and if you educate your clients how to, let's say, use cryptocurrency, how to pay using cryptocurrency, you can avoid a lot of commission and bank charges, and your client as well can avoid a lot of bank and commissions charges. So this is really a good feature of cryptocurrency, and it doesn't really matter how small or how big the merchant you are. So it really doesn't matter. So let's talk about some advantages of enterprise solution. So here, automatic withdrawals are possible. So let's say your client makes deposit using Bitcoin, and he wants to make a withdrawal. So you don't have to do it manually from the back end. It can be done automatically. So advanced real-time report, I explained this before. So you can export your report, or you can download the report in like any format. We have Excel, PDFs, and all that. You can download that. Transaction history with the transparent fees. So all the fees and histories already mentioned there. So as you know, cryptocurrency works on blockchain, and blockchain is really transparent. So all the history of the transaction you can see in the Explorer. Okay, the blockchain Explorer. I'll show you in a bit. Okay. So automatically creates invoice for your clients, okay, and accept and send cryptocurrency. So once this client, let's say this is client number 81, and he wants to make a deposit using Bitcoin. Let's say he click on, let's say, invoice, and once he click on invoice, system generates let's say he clicks on deposit, and system generates let's say an invoice for him, and it is done automatically, so you don't have to do it manually. Secure checkout. So we mentioned this about security, that we have a lot of security measures. Secure API and sandbox environment. We also so you can give it to your development team, all this API. So if you want to see the API documentation of our let's say our services, you can go to our website, which is b2binpay.com, and you can see the API documentation over there, and you can show it to your development team, and it's really easy, and they can go through it. Localization in 10 different languages. So yeah, you can change the language as well. Lowest fees. So we charge up to 0.04%. This is our fees. So if you have, guys, any question related to enterprise solution, I'll be happy to help. I don't see any question as if now. I will be really happy if you guys send me some questions. Okay. Let's move forward. Yeah. So available cryptocurrencies. So in B2B in Pay company, we have, as I told you, all these coins. This is the major coins, which is already integrated and it's available. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, all these coins are already there. If you talk about the stable coins, we have this 5 stable coin: USDT, True USD, USDC, PAX. So all these stable coins are there. And any customized token or any customized coin, if you want to integrate to our system. So let's say if you have your own coin or token or any customized blockchain, we can integrate that to our system as well without any problem. So you see here, all tokens based on NEO, Name, and Ethereum are already integrated. So these blockchains, which I mentioned, NEO, Name, and Ethereum, are already integrated. So based on this blockchain, if you have any token, coin, we can integrate that as well. Okay, guys. So this is the best feature about this B2B in Pay company, that already we have a lot of coins, stable coins already there integrated. So you don't have to pay additionally, or you don't have to struggle a lot if you have, let's say, wide range of clients and who wants to pay in different currencies. So we have a lot of options for you. Okay. I see some question from Manish. Can I change my own commission from my clients, for example, per person? Yeah, why not? You can have the customized commission as well. So Manish, let's discuss this over a personal call, and then I'll explain you how it can be done. Okay. So if you guys don't have any question related to the coins and stable coins, we can move to the next stage, which is, let me show you. So I'll be showing you the demo. Okay. So how it is called, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Okay. So I'll be showing you how this payment gateway works in real life. So for example, consider yourself as a, let's say, broker. Okay. So this is your personal cabinet, or let's say trader's room. End user will, let me refresh this. Yeah. So end user, let's suppose your end user wants to make payment using cryptocurrency. Okay, either he wants to top up his Bitcoin wallet, or let's say he wants to top up his USD wallet. Okay, so I'll show you how he would want to he would deposit his let's say US dollar using Bitcoin. So for example, he will click on deposit. So once he click on deposit, he select the wallet. This is the wallet I want to make deposit into. And then he has various options. So all these cryptocurrencies are there. So for example, this guy wants to make a deposit using Bitcoin. So for some reason he has Bitcoin and he wants to make deposit using Bitcoin. So let's say he wants to make let's say $530. Okay, or okay 530, or let's say he wants to make deposit of 0.67. Okay, 0.67 BTC he wants to make deposit. He will get 6,315 in his USD wallet. What he can do, he can click on proceed. So once he click on proceed, system automatically generates invoice. So I mentioned this point before in the presentation that system generates invoice automatically. So you can see the QR code here, and you also can see the wallet address. So depends on what kind of blockchain wallet you have. For example, if you're using mobile blockchain wallet, what you can do, you can take your phone with you and just scan this QR code and make payment. Or if you're using the web wallet, what you can copy this from here. So you can click here. The wallet address will copy automatically, and you can go and paste it and send the related amount. So this is how it can be done. So with the same way, he can top up his Bitcoin wallet. So this is the Bitcoin wallet, and he can click on process. System again will generate a QR code for him and the wallet address. So he can send the fund to that address as well. Okay, so this is like front end. Okay, for the clients. For you as a merchant, for you as a business owner, you will have a backend from our team. So this backend is it can be, let's say, if you do not want to use a company's logo or something on your website or something, so you can fully customize it. Okay, and use it, let's say, according to your brand and everything. Okay, so let me log in it again. Yeah, so we are into the backend now of this system. So you see all the transfer, virtual wallet, transaction, bills. I'll be explaining you guys each and everything in detail. So for example, let's click on transfers. So in transfer, you see the ID of your clients. Okay, so this is the ID of your clients, the wallet ID. Okay, his wallet ID. Deposit from blockchain. What type of deposit it was? So it was deposit from the blockchain. You can see the transaction hash. Okay, this is the really important thing I'll be explaining in a couple of minutes. You can see the rate. Okay, what was the rate or at that time? Source amount, so he sent two. Source currency, he used this currency B2BX, which is our token. Targeted amount, and then targeted currency. So I can show you in let's say Bitcoin as well. So for example, let's find the Bitcoin here. So let's see Bitcoin here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for example, this guy, his idea is this. He wants to make, he made let's say transfer in Bitcoin, which is 0.01741. Okay, and his destination currency also was Bitcoin. So he got 0.01741 Bitcoin. Okay, it's sent the status. Okay, you can see more details here if you want. You can click on this and you can check the transaction hash. Once you click on this hash, system will take you to the blockchain explorer. So this is the blockchain explorer, and here you can check everything, all the information about this transaction. So how many confirmation it has, when it is received, how much amount, what was the rate, each and everything you can check in detail. So it's not hidden from anyone. Okay, if you want to, let's say, if you go back again here, let's wait. Yeah, so if you want to export this report for your accounts team or to your sales team, you can do that as well. So it can be Excel, PDF, or CSV. All these formats are possible to export. Okay, so we can export that as well. So this is how you can check from the backend all your transaction from your client. So it can be like, you can be broker, you can be, let's say, e-commerce business. You can check them all from here. Let's say virtual wallet. So now in virtual wallet, this is the enterprise solution virtual wallet. So I have different virtual wallet. I have Bitcoin, Litecoin, sorry, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, Bitcoin Cash. All these wallets I have. Okay, but let's say if you use the merchant solution, you will have only one wallet. So for example, you choose your settlement currency, let's say Bitcoin. So you will have only Bitcoin wallet, and all the incoming transaction will be settled here. So you will see your let's say balance here. Okay. So and then you can withdraw it to your cold storage from here. Okay. Then here the transaction. So basically all the transaction made by your clients, so all the history you can check here as well in the transaction. Bills, basically bills are very important. Here you can check, like let's say I generated this invoice, this bill, but I never paid it. So you can check what was the problem. You can teach your clients why they did not pay, what problem they had. You can help them to pay this invoice. Okay, so you can monitor all your invoices from here. Apart from that, let me show you. It's private gates. Even you have the token balance. So, for example, if you want, let's say, if you have your own token, so you can check it here as well. So, for example, you have your own token. You can check its balance. You can check its history. If you want to withdraw it, you can click on withdraw. If you want to generate a report, you can generate a report as well. So this is the backend, guys. Let's get back to our presentation again. Let me show you this. So guys, I'll be expecting a lot of question from you guys, since Manish already said that he has no experience for cryptos. Again, guys, if you have any question, please mention. Okay, and then I'll be happy to help you or answer them, all of them. Okay, so let's wait. I'll be waiting for your let's say questions. Manish, Rohit, Swapnil, if you have any question, please post it. All the other guys, if you have any question, please post it in the chat box. I will be happy to answer them. Manish, that's great. Manish, if you have any specific question, you can, at the end of this presentation, I'll be sharing contact details of our team, and you can see my presentation as well. And once you, let's say, want to talk in some particular question, we can discuss that as well. Okay. So I suppose there is no question from Swapnil, Rohit, Manish, and all the other guys. Okay, that's great. So, guys, I was mentioning about the discount offer at the end of the presentation. So, this is the discount offer which is for you guys only. So, who attended this webinar? So, what you have to do, you just have to send an email to our email box, which I will mention right after this slide. You have to send the email and you have to mention webinar keyword there, and we will be giving you this discount. So it will be 20% discount on all onboarding fees for the enterprise solution and the merchant solution, which is crypto to fiat. So you can get crypto incoming, and outgoing will be fiat currency, and crypto to crypto as well. Okay, if you are looking for let's say crypto to stable coins settlements, then it will be 50% discount, and this discount will be valid until 30th of June this month. Okay, so before that, if you come back to us or to any of our team member, any of our managers, they will be providing you this discount. So please keep note of this. You can take screenshot as well if you want to save that. Apart from that, this is the contact details which we have. You can either go to our website and leave request, or you can send to this sales@b2broker.net, or you can send to my personal email as well, kuldeep@b2broker.net, or you can call directly to the phone numbers. So you can take a screenshot of this contact details, and you guys can get back to me, and I'll be happy to assist you and let's say give you the proper solution for your businesses. Okay, guys, I hope you like this presentation, and I hope I answered all of your questions. I'll wait for a couple of more minutes. If you have any question, I'll be answering them. Otherwise, thank you for your time, and thank you for the attention. I'll be looking forward to have a personal call with you. That's great, Manish. Nice to talk with you. How you see your solution in comparison with Block, Monix, and now payments. I don't know about these companies. Better we discuss this right after the call. You can leave the request or you can call me on that number which I showed you on the screen right before this one. And what I can say here that we as a cryptocurrency processing services, we process more than 888 cryptocurrency coins and stable coins. So this is something outstanding, which let's say puts us apart from all these companies. So I don't want to talk about any other third-party companies. We are here to talk about b2binpay.com, and I'll explain you more about what we have about our solution, what is special about our solution. So, guys, thank you for your time. It was really nice to talk with you all and answered all your question, I guess. And I hope to have a one-on-one call with you guys. Thank you. I'll be ending this presentation and the webinar now. If you want to share this presentation with your friends, colleagues, or relatives, I'll be providing you the link. So this presentation is recorded. It will be online on YouTube. So you can go to our YouTube channel. But by the way, please follow, subscribe, like our YouTube channel, which is B2 Broker and B2B in Pay. So we have two different YouTube channels. Please go and like and subscribe to these channels. You will be getting weekly updated and monthly updated. You can also follow us on Instagram. So thank you guys for your time. It was really nice to talk with you. Bye bye. I wish you have a good day.